Hello and welcome back to the session after a short break. And now we are going to continue with that mirror technique again. And if we are going to calculate any number like 29 times 31, right? It's very simple. We have to obtain the mirror number. Mirror number is 30. Why? Because 29 has been obtained from 30 by subtracting 1, and 31 has been obtained from 30 by adding 1. So that is how it looks like, right? So then what we have to do is we have to square that number. So if we square that 30, and we know that it will be 900, and after that we have to multiply the differences together. So 29 and 30 we have minus 1, and 31 and 30 we have plus 1, right? So now we have to multiply the differences together, and then that will be 1, right? So minus and plus, maybe it will be minus 1. So then if we add these two numbers together, 900 plus minus 1, and then that will be 899. That is the answer, right? So what is the answer for 39 times 41? It's very simple. 40 square, it will be 1600 minus 1. So 1599 is the answer, right? So likewise, we can directly obtain the answer for that. Okay, so that is the mirror technique. So we have learned most of the techniques from so far, like the class starts from up to now. We have learned a lot of techniques and tricks. Let's practice them one by one, right? So what is the answer for this one? 42 times 11, how much it is? Can you answer that? 400 and how much it will be? 462. Why? Because if we are going to multiply any number by 11, it's very simple. We have to add that 2 like as it is. We have to write that number, and this number will also come like here. And the in between number, we have to find out which is the number in between these two numbers. In order to calculate that in between number, it's very simple. We have to add these two numbers together. 5 plus 2, 7. Sorry, 5 plus 2, that will be 7, right? So the answer will be 572. That's the answer. So likewise, can you calculate how much it will be? 273 times 11. What's the answer? It will be 3. 3 will come as it is. And then after we have to add these two numbers together. 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3 will be equal to 10. So that we have to add 0 and 1 will be a remainder. And then 2 plus 7, we have to add these two numbers together. Like 2 plus 7, it will be 9, and 9 plus 1, that will be 10. So we cannot write 10 as it is. We can only write that 0, and then 1 will be again a remainder. And after that, we have to write that 2 as it is over here. But before we write that, we have to recall the remainder, and then we have to add that with it. So then it will be 3. 2 plus 1, it will be 3. So 3003 is the answer. Okay, how much it will be 42 times 3? Can you calculate that? What's the answer? 40 times 3, 120, plus 2 times 3, it will be 6. So 126 is the answer. So how much it will be for 35 square? How much? How much it will be? It will be 1225. How did I do that? right? It's very simple. What we have to do is, if the number is ending with 5 and it is squared, it's very simple. We have to write 25 like this, right? Always 25 will come over here. And then we have to find the first two digits for that number. If we are going to find that first two digits for that number, what we have to do is we have to add 1 from that number, right? We have to add 1 from this number. So 3 plus 1, that will be 4. After that, we have to multiply these two numbers. 4 times 3. 4 times 3, it will be 12. That's it. Right? It's a very simple technique. That this one is learned from today's session. So likewise, we can calculate those numbers, right? If you have any question or doubts regarding what we have learned so far, you can ask it to me. Okay. So now we will learn some kind of general things in mathematics, right? Okay. So the general things, that means rules or regulations when we are doing the math problem, what we have to do is, if we are solving a problem, an equation, right? Let's say we are solving an equation, right? Maybe x plus 3 will be equal to 5, let's say. So this is an equation. In this equation, unknown parameter is x, right? We have to solve this equation for x if we are going to calculate that x, right? Most of the students, what they do is, when they are writing or solving that problem, they put an equal sign like this, and then they will write like x, that is equal to 5 minus 3, because they will say that they have sent this 3 towards this side, then it will be 5 minus 3. So that will be equal to x. That is what they say when they are doing like this. Is it right or wrong? Or do you identify any fault in this one? Can you identify what is fault here? What is the wrong thing they have done here? The wrong thing they have done here is this one, not this one. This one is okay, right? X is equal to, of course, if you write this x plus 3, that is equal to 5, okay, right? X is equal to 5 minus 3. Okay, that is true, because they have subtracted 3 from this side as well as this side, right? Both the sides, they have subtracted 3. So then it will be x, that will be equal to 5 minus 3. And then x is equal to 2. This is correct. But this one is wrong. Why I am telling this one is wrong is because if you put an equal sign over here, that means this one, that 5, is directly equal to this one. Is it correct? 5 is equal to x. Is it true? No, x is equal to 2. So we cannot write x is equal to 2 as well as x is equal to 5. We cannot write that. So mathematically, this writing is wrong. Therefore, when you are solving an equation, you have to consider this one. Where are you putting that equal sign? Right? We cannot put that equal sign over here. Then you can ask me, so then how can we solve this one? Let's say if you wanted to put some kind of something, you can put like this arrow mark like this, right? You can put like this one, and maybe you can put another arrow mark like this, and you can continue working on solving the equation. It's not a problem. That means it's called as implies. This implies, that means this is coming from the previous one, and this is coming from the previous one. Likewise, if you put again this one as well, that means this one will come from this one as well as this one will come from this one, both the directions, going this and this, like this, right? So when you are writing, so we have to be careful. If you are writing, you can write like this. If you are solving an equation, you can write like this, or you can put like this and write, right? Similarly, if you are solving a function, maybe if you are sorting out the function, simplifying a function, right? Let's say maybe x plus 2 square. And then there will be a question, uh, expand this one, expand this function, or there will be some question like that. When you are doing that, you can do like this, right? So then x plus 2, it is saying x plus 2 should be multiplied 2 times by the same number, right? That is what it says, right? X plus 2 like this. Is it true? But you can notice that this and this, they are equal. Therefore, when we are solving these mathematical issues or the questions, we have to put an equal sign over here, right? So now you have understood the differences between those things. If you are solving an equation, don't write this one. If you are writing a, if you are simplifying or expanding the function, you can put equal sign here if it is equal actually, right? If it is actually equal to this one, you can put a equal mark, no problem, right? So you have to consider this one when you are writing this one, right? And then it says like, okay, it is equal to x times x plus 2. We know that x should be multiplied by x plus 2. Then plus 2 should be multiplied by x plus 2. And then after that will also be equal to that I'm going to write over here. So then x times x will be x square. And then x times 2 will be plus 2x plus 2 times x plus 2 times x will be 2x plus 2 times 2, it will be plus 4. And then that will also be equal to that one that I'm going to write over here, x squared. 2x and 2x, they can be added together. Why? Why this 2x and this 2x can be added together? Because they have same x, right? It has x as well as it has x. So then it can be added. As an example, maybe you have a farm over here, right? On the farm, you have 3 sheep, right? And then you have 3 cows. And on the other side of the farm, you have 4 sheep and 2 cows, right? Now, how many cows you have? How many cows you have? You can say that 3 plus 2, that will be 5 cows. You cannot say like adding that cow and the sheep together. I have totally maybe 6 plus 6, 12 cows. You cannot say like I have 12 cows. I have only 5 cows and 7 sheep. That means sheep can only be added with sheep, right? Cows can only be added with cows. Similarly, if you are going to add these numbers to all these functions together, they should be equal. They should be same. This one is like 2 sheeps, 2x, 2 times sheeps. Maybe x can be replaced by a sheep, right? So then it will be 2 sheeps plus 2 sheeps. So then how many sheeps you have? You have 4 sheeps. So that plus 4 sheeps I have. Sheeps, we are applying it as a x. So then 4x, it will come like this. After that, it will be plus 4 because plus 4 is an orphan here. We cannot add anything with that one, right? So this is the answer, right? So this is the regular way that is in your grade 10 book. Now I am going to provide you a technique to do this one. It's very simple, but do not directly rely on that technique, because you will lose marks for the steps, right? Okay, let me clear this one. If you are going to calculate x plus 2 square, right, it's very simple. X square will come like this, and now 2 square will come over here. 2 square will be 4, right? So plus will come over here. And now what we have to do is we have to multiply this and this and this together. So how much it will be? 2 times x times 2. So how much it will be? 4x. So plus 4x. This is the answer, right? In the previous thing, I have done a lot of calculations. I finally obtained this one, x squared plus 4x plus 4. So likewise, you can obtain that one. Another tip for you, when you are writing an x, you have to write like this, like writing like this. When you are writing a multiplication sign, that cross, you have to write like this. So then in mathematics, you can identify these two numbers. If you write x like this and multiplication like this, we cannot identify which one is x, which one is a multiplication. Therefore, it is better you can write x like this and multiplication like this, right? Maybe let me provide you another example. X plus 3 square, how much it will be? X square, okay. 3 square, it will be 9 plus 9. And then 2 times x times 3, how much? 2x times 3, it will be plus 3x. This is the, sorry, 6x. 2 times x, 2x, plus times 3, it will be 6x, right? So it will be 6x. This is the answer, right? You can consider that I am putting equal sign over here. Is it correct or not? Is it correct or not? Yeah, you can answer the questions. Simple one. It is correct. Why? Because they are equal. This and this, they are equal together. So that is why I'm putting equal sign over here, right? Okay. So how much it will be? X minus 2 square, how much it will be? X square, okay. Minus 2 square, how much it will be? Minus 2 times minus 2. 2 times 2, it will be 4. Minus times minus, it will be plus. If you multiply 2 minuses together, and then the answer will be plus. If you multiply 3 minuses together, and then the answer will be minus. Likewise, it goes on. 4 times, if you multiply 4 times that minus, it will be plus. Likewise, it goes on. And then you have to multiply this and this and this together. So how much it will be? 2 times x times minus 2. You have to put a bracket over here, minus 2, right? So minus 2, it will be minus 4x. So minus 4x will become like this. So x squared minus 4x plus 4 is the answer for this one, right? Likewise, we can write these things. And there are a lot of techniques and tricks to be there in mathematics as well, maybe for the calculations, maybe for the questions, maybe for the even for the past papers, we can achieve in different ways, right? So keep triggered on and we will do them. So maybe you can visit my YouTube channel on there, and you can learn a lot of things from that as well. So this is my YouTube channel, like Niscon's Learn New Things. This is one of my YouTube channel. You can go there, and then you can find a lot of my students' previous works, what they have done on our basic robotics classes. So these are our students' works, as well as I have uploaded that mental maths tricks sessions in YouTube as well, so you can visit them as well. Maybe I have some other videos for education as well. And maybe this one is my another YouTube channel. It's only for my company, like Robototec. In this one, you can find out only the the things related to robotics. So this one is for you. If you want, you can check what our students have done in their homes. So they have done different projects. So you can visit them. And if you want, you can learn robotics as well. So we will provide you the information when we are going to start a new batch for basic robotics. So these are our students' works, and you can share my channel and subscribe. So if you have any things or doubts, you can ask it to me directly. If you have anything to be cleared, you can ask it to me. If you don't have any question, and we will continue our class on tomorrow. So tomorrow we have our session on the same time, 8 p.m. Tomorrow, right? So thank you for attending. We will see you on tomorrow.